Good morning and welcome to the Morning Market Minute. I'm Jim Chamberlain, your host with the Chamberlain Experior Group. This morning, we're going to talk about the Fsra report on the universal life insurance sales practices in Canada. And Heather, this one's for you. So, when we're looking at the financial service regulator, Fsra recently conducted an in-depth review of universal life insurance sales practices to ensure consumer protection and alignment of the products with clients' needs. Well, the findings of this review shed some interesting light on significant issues within the life insurance industry, emphasizing the need for improved practices and oversight. So, some of the things that Fsra did find is that the consumer mismatching was taking place. Out of 24 client files from agents across three managing general agencies, 80% of those policies sold did not align with the customer's needs. This highlights the systemic issue within the life insurance sales practices of universal life contracts. So, they did identify some issues that were unique to the product, and inadequate needs analysis were done. Agents failed to conduct thorough assessments of clients' goals and financial situations, and most importantly, the risk tolerances. This resulting in policies being sold without a clear understanding of the client's requirements. Other things that they did find is that many policies were generic and lacked personalization. Clients often were sold that one size fits all solution rather than a tailored financial plan. Misleading policy illustrations were also part of it. So when those boilerplate recommendations were made, they really didn't meet the needs of the client. And also the illustrations themselves that were provided, a lot of them were presented with unrealistic or overall optimistic outcomes that really weren't optimistic at all. And this led to some misunderstandings with the products and the benefits of the performance of the product with the clients. The impact to the consumer was substantial in the fact that there was financial losses. They experienced setbacks due to unsuitable policies and that were failing to meet their needs. A significant number of the policies lapsed because clients could not sustain them, often due to inadequate upfront analysis. What's happened with all of this taking place is that these practices undermine consumer confidence in the life insurance industry, and it damages all of our reputations within the community. With that in mind, Fsra has come out with a 6 point action plan to address these issues. And it's a comprehensive plan aimed at improving the quality of the universal life sales practices. And the following is the 6 key points that Fsra looks to implement. They will increase oversight of agents and MGAs to ensure compliance of the UL sales are ethical. They also will provide and develop guidelines that will be introduced to standardize sales practices and promotes transparency to the clients. And Fsra will also develop resources to help consumers make informed decisions about universal life policies. And in the insurance products themselves, they're looking to strengthen compliance measures. And agents and MGAs both will be required to adhere to stricter compliance standards with penalties for noncompliance to all of us. Fsra will conduct periodic audits of clients' files to monitor adherence to these new standards, and consumers will have access to channels for reporting concerns or issues with their policy. Now, the outreach aim of Fsra initiatives is to really ensure fair treatment of the consumer, promote better outcomes through stable and suitable product recommendations, and hold us as agents and MGAs accountable for their sales practices. This is a call to action for all of us. As life insurance advisors, it's critical for us to look at the ethical practices that we do. We need to conduct thorough analysis for every client, make it personal, avoid generic recommendations, and focus on personalized solutions. Provide clients with realistic and accurate policy illustrations. Clearly explain the benefits, the risks, and the limitations of the UL policies themselves. Keep up to date with the guidelines and the industry standards, and participate in training programs to improve sales practices and compliances knowledge of your own. In conclusion, Fsra finds that this is a wake up call for the life insurance industry. These findings are crucial for us to take notice of what's happening. Here at Experior Financial, we should be leaders, not followers. We should take the time Heather has put on to Work Vivo a test that we need to take, and we all need to take. You may not get the best score, but you're going to learn something from the test that Heather's put together for us. And at this point, we need to take that test and be leaders, not followers. Thank you, Heather, for setting up this test. I encourage every one of our brokers within the channel to take this test and to find out where they're lacking knowledge. Commit themselves to learning more if you want to do that UL sale, and to adhere to Fsra's rules and recommendations. Because by implementing these actions, the industry can rebuild trust, deliver better outcomes to the consumer. Let's all work together to ensure that the UL insurance products are sold ethically, responsibly, and align with the financial goals and needs of our clients. Thank you so much for watching the Morning Market Minute, and I trust that you'll have a great day.